Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free picks. So yesterday, guys, we finished 3-2. So we swept NBA. We got all 3 wins in NBA. I rarely post NBA picks, but I did yesterday. I got a lot of hate for them early on. I think a lot of people didn't really believe in the picks. But again, guys, if I do post NBA picks, typically they have a fair amount of value to them because I don't pick a lot of NBA games, as you guys know. So, but anyways, yesterday we finished 3-0. Lost our hockey game, lost our college basketball game. Hockey game, a little bit of a heartbreaker there. We outshot them like 38-20 or something like that. Anytime you can outshoot a team like 38-20 or whatever it was, and getting plus 150, you'll take that all day long. But Edmonton burned us again. We bet on Edmonton, they lost. So then we bet against them and they win. So what's that old expression George Bush got wrong? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So shame on me for that. But no, I like the pick, and the puck didn't bounce our way. So anyways, guys, 3-2. We got a win yesterday, and here we are. It's Saturday, and that means one thing, guys, and one thing only, right? Icelandic bog snorkeling. All right. So no, it doesn't. All right, it means football and basketball, guys. So I have 6 basketball plays for you, and one is my first ever 2-unit play I'm giving out ever on here. So I have one of those, and then I have one college football game for you guys. And again, it's tougher as you start to get into less and less games in college football to find the same amount of value as you normally do, for the simple reason that when Vegas has 80 games to handicap, it becomes much tougher for them to get it right every single time. When they have a lot less games, it's much easier for them to do it. But we got lots of value today, guys. I'm going to jump right into it. So college basketball super system, guys. First pick is Syracuse and Georgia Tech going under 130.5. So Syracuse, Georgia Tech under 130.5. Eastern Michigan and Detroit U going under 144. We have Indiana State and Wright State going under 146.5. We have Portland U and Seattle U going under 131. And now I have a 2-unit play for you guys, and that is Sacramento State and SC Fullerton going under 122.5. So that's going to count as 2 picks for us, guys. So Sacramento State, SC Fullerton going under 122.5. Now I need to stress this, and I want to be crystal clear about this. If you're betting, 2% of your bankroll, this is going to be a 4% play. If you're already betting 5% of your bankroll, that is your max. You're not going to go any higher than that, not even to 6%. That is your absolute max. Under no circumstance ever will you go above 5% of your bankroll. So if you're betting 1 or 2%, go ahead and make this a 2-unit play, guys. If you're betting 4%, bump it up to a 5-unit or a 5% play, but you're never ever going over 5%, okay? And you really need to embrace that. There's nothing you should ever talk yourself into to go over 5%. So it's a 2-unit play, but under 5%. All right. I have another basketball play here for you guys. We got Fresno State and Utah. We're going to be taking Fresno State plus 13 in this game. So Fresno State plus 13. Fresno State's getting 38% of the bets and 48% of the money. So we really like that distribution there. Above and beyond that, there's 5 system indicators on this. So 5 system indicators, very strong. Those system indicators come in anywhere from 54 to 60%. So, coupled with the money distribution and the fact that we're fading the public on this, we definitely like that play. So Fresno State, guys, plus 13. All right. So that brings us to football. We have, I only have the one play for you guys, but I do like the play. It's Hawaii and Boise. So Hawaii and Boise. And what we have is we have a cool 48-degree temperature, a cooler 48-degree temperature, 25 to 30% chance of precipitation, and a 12-mile-an-hour wind. Now, I'm entering all this and I'm going through all this, and I find a system, Old Faithful. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot this existed. I haven't had a play on this year. And Old Faithful, basically, when you encompass all the weather elements here, and I'll maybe outline it on a different date. It doesn't come up often, but outline a different date exactly what it is. But if you couple all those weather elements with getting less than 50% of the bets, which in this case we are, it comes in at 64.8% of the time. Good for 26.1%. And that's why, I guess, why I called it Old Faithful to start with. So I love that name. So we're going to go Hawaii Boise under 64.5 in that game. Under 64.5. All right, so that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 picks, but because one's a 2 unit, it's actually like 8 picks for you guys today. All right, and one last thing I want to give you guys before I go is I want to give you my absolute best NBA system. And because of the nature of the system, I would never be able to give out picks on it to you guys, but I want you guys to have this. I want you to enjoy it as much as I do because it's a really easy system and it'll make you a lot of money. So I'm going to give this to you guys today. How this system works, and it's really easy to do, is what you want to look for is you want to look for games that have an opening spread when at tip-off time of 10.5 or higher. Okay, so a game has a spread, any game has a spread where one team is favored by 10.5 points or more. Now what you want to look for at that point, so maybe just make a little note every day of what those teams are. What you want to look for is that rare circumstance where at halftime, the underdog is winning outright by 10 points or more. Okay, so we had a 10-point favorite, and now or 10.5-point favorite, now they're losing by 10 at halftime. Very simple system, guys. All you want to do is bet the favorite at halftime. So bet them with the spread at halftime. Now you're going to see some crazy spreads, -9, -12, -13. Spreads you normally don't see too often at halftime, but you're going to see those spreads, and that is simply to deter the public from betting them. This will come in, guys, at 63.4%. Good for a 21.3% ROI. You don't need computers. You don't need NASA working and crunching numbers behind the scene for you guys. All you need to do is be diligent. That you look for games with a team favored by 10.5 points. Well, if that underdog's winning by 10 or more points at halftime, slam the favorite. And by slam the favorite, I mean bet well within your bankroll management, right? So that's it for today, guys. I wanted you guys to have that because it's never going to be a system, obviously, where I'm posting a video at halftime saying bet this. So I wanted you guys to have that. We got 7/8 picks. So technically 8 picks today because it's a 2-unit play. I've never given out a 2-unit play, guys, but I really, really like this. I struggled with the idea of giving it out. I wasn't going to say it was 2 units at first because I'm very concerned about someone throwing 20 or 30% of their bankroll on one game. Don't do it, guys. Please don't let me down. Stick to the bankroll management. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow. So as always, guys, have a very lucky day.